How's it going, everybody? Doing a PS4 collection video here today. I'm doing this because I have like 7 or 8 games more than I had the last one, so I figured I'd do it. Because I don't know if I'm going to get any more after this. I apologize, there's a dog yapping outside. I don't know if it's picking it up, but let's get right into it. I got 34 games here. The first one is Cuckoo's Lost Pets. My fiance got this game. She's into like the platformers, like the Marios and stuff, and this game is kind of annoying. It's not that great. We played it a little bit, but it was kind of irritating. Final Fantasy VII Remake. I still have to complete this. It's awesome, though. It's like a complete actual remake. It looks phenomenal. It has a different combat system than the original. I didn't play much of the original, honestly, but I know the combat, the classic turn-based. This is not. This is kind of like free-roaming combat. But it's fun. All the voice acting solid. Like I said, it looks nice. I'm going to have to get that PS5 for when Part 2 comes out. For sure. But yeah, I've been enjoying the hell out of this. Did a review on this one, Stray. I like this game quite a bit. If you're a fan of cats, you'll probably like it a little more. But you play as this cat here. I forget if it has a name or not. It's a nice change of pace game. It's not overly long. Decent exploration. You're finding stuff. It's kind of an interesting story. It's like, I guess the humans are all gone at this point. And you find like story bits about that, and there's robots there now. And there's these like, I forget what they call them, these kind of creature things that will kill the robots, and you're the cat. You meet up with this other robot. He gives you a backpack, and you're doing stuff. I don't know. It was a fun game. The animations on the cat were well done and stuff. It's a nice little change of pace game. Like this isn't. I think this came out maybe at $40. I got it for, I believe, I got it for Christmas actually. I think, but I think it was like $30, and that's $30-$40 is a good price for this. I wouldn't pay more on that. I did enjoy it though. I did a review on this one as well. The Last of Us Part 2. I talked about this in my review. I love this game. I thought it was amazing. Looked amazing. The story's fine. I like the story, but it's not like groundbreaking like some critics and stuff are telling it. Like it's the next coming of the stories in video games. It was no Silent Hill 2. It's a solid story. Obviously, everybody knows this game got shit. I guess for Abby, I didn't mind Abby. Honestly, I didn't mind playing with her. That sounded weird. Playing as her character, I didn't mind. You play as Ellie a bunch too. Obviously, you know the spoiler in this. I'm not going to say it, but it's a good cycle of revenge story. Kind of like, oh, somebody's got to end this cycle of revenge. It's just never ending, right? But it looks nice. It's classic. I like the scavenging and stuff in this one. A lot of big environments and stuff. There's a lot going on. This game might be a little too long, actually. But I liked everything about it, honestly. I thought it was a cool game. And you get some different scenery, too, in this one compared to the first, which is nice. Resident Evil 4. I think I did a review on this, right? This was awesome. It's Resident Evil 4 remake. The original Resident Evil 4 is amazing. This just enhances it that much more. And it's awesome. They added good stuff to it. They added some side missions you could do for the merchant and get money. Classic Resident Evil enemies. You're playing as the good old Leon S. Kennedy. Everybody loves Leon S. And you got to go save the president's daughter, Ashley. Ashley is fine as well. All the character models in this game I talked about in the review looked fantastic, in my opinion. Like, I just loved the way the characters all looked. I saw on I think it was on Instagram, or maybe it was YouTube. It was the girl who, I guess, modeled Ashley's on it. And she, like, did a video. And I guess she speaks fluent Japanese as well. And she did a video in Japan getting it and stuff. And that was kind of cool. It's a good game. It's a great game, actually. It's fantastic. Play it. one I need to beat, God of War. It is awesome, man. I'm enjoying it. I know I'm at the end, and I moved on to something else for whatever reason. I do need to actually complete this, though. But I'm enjoying the shit out of this, especially the part when he, like, because it's like halfway through the game or something, he, like, digs up his old Chaos Blades, and that's when I was, like, really cool. He, like, hears Athena's, like, ghost talking to him, and it's just like, yes, here we go. Because he's trying to, like, hide who he is, and he's in, what is it called? It's not Valhalla, it's the heaven. What is it? Midgard or whatever. But he's there with the Norse gods, and it's classic. It looks phenomenal even still now. It looks awesome. And you do use Atreus. I think you use him a little bit, right? He's got his axe and his Chaos Blades halfway through. Tales of Berseria. I've not played this one yet. It's in the Tales series. They are fun games. It's one of the many ones I need to play. Like I said, I was picking up games because they were cheaper, and I just wanted them before they disappeared. Zero Time Dilemma. I've played some of this. This is the third in the Zero Escape games. 999 is the first one, and Virtue's Last Reward's the second. This one's cool. Same thing. You have 9 people. You wake up in a weird place. You gotta kind of figure out puzzles and do certain things and stuff like that. This one had an interesting one where it just kind of ended. There's just different endings in this game, and I like the bad guy or whoever is like, oh, you know, if you all choose so and so, I'll let you all go, and then you choose that, and the game ends. Like you all wake up outside, and the game ends. It's like graphic novel with choices and stuff. Ratchet and Clank. I believe this is like a remake of the original one. I've played some of it. It's classic Ratchet and Clank fun. Looks great. It's good fun. The animation's always amazing in these games, and you get crazy weapons and stuff. A good lighthearted adventure. Shadow of the Colossus remake. This is a cool, unique game. It was on the PS2. It was actually kind of a super impressive game for the PS2. That version still looks really good too because it has a good art style, but this does great enhancements for it. It actually, like, you don't realize it at first, and then you start running around the world and you see some of the big Colossus. And it looks fantastic. Like, they did a good job with this one as well, but the story is you're this kid here, I forget his name, trying to bring back your, like, lover. She's in, like, a deep sleep, and this, like, voice from above is telling you have to kill these Colossus. Spoiler alert. Killing them is not a good thing. And you find that out. This game has actually a really downer of an ending. But it's really good. It's really well done. You're just climbing up these giant things. You gotta hang on and stuff and stab their weak points. And they're pretty varied too. Some are like flying ones. Some are kind of snake-type creatures in water. Other ones are just big dudes with like weapons. One was like a horse. Killzone Shadowfall. I played some of this. Really good-looking game, and this was a launch title, I believe. No, I did play some of it. Pretty good shooter. Not on a level of like a Halo for me, but from what I played from it was fun. Like I said, it looks fantastic. That's the thing now with these newer games. They still hold up. Most of them still hold up graphically, and I think they will continue to do so going forward. Ghost of Tsushima, the director's cut. Haven't opened it yet. Everybody tells me to play it. I probably should. There's another one I want to play. I don't know why I haven't opened this yet. Song of Horror. My fiance got me a few of these. I think it was for last Easter or something. No, these came from Christmas, I believe, actually. Looks like a pretty cool survival horror game, so that's why I wanted it. The Last of Us Remastered. You know, I was like playing the original, not the original, part 2, and I was like, I was telling my friend, I'm like, I kind of like it more. And then I went back and played this one, and I actually kind of do enjoy this one a little more than the other one. The other one does things better than this one. This one does things better than that one. But this does focus on the Joel and Ellie story. And it's well done and stuff. And you got a lot of good, heartfelt stuff in here. Gameplay is still good and stuff like that. This remaster looks alright. I know the remake they did on PS5 looks phenomenal, but still a classic game. Until Dawn. It's made by Supermassive Games, who make The Quarry and the Dark Picture games. This one's a really good one. This and The Quarry, I like them more than the Dark Pictures games because they play differently, even though they're pretty much the same kind of game. The button presses and they like The Quarry relied on the thumbstick. This one and The Quarry rely more on like choices and talking to people that you're hanging out with and stuff. Another game that looks fantastic, and I'm trying to remember how many. I think I lost like 4 or 5 people in this. No, 3 survived. So I don't know how many would have died. I forget how many were in the party, but it's a cool game. I love these kind of games, and they have pretty good replayability as well. Although you can't skip scenes, so when you've played it again, you're sitting through it. You're like, all right, come on, let's go. You know. Neo, I haven't played this. I picked it up because it was $5. But I think it's kind of like a Dark Souls light type game. I don't know for sure. Let me know if anybody's played it. Just another. These next 2 are ones my fiance got me. They're on my wish list. I had a bunch of games just on my wish list and just picked up a bunch. But Mozart Requiem, I have not opened this. I kind of want to give this a go though because it is like a point and click type adventure, and I do enjoy those games. This one was just on there because I wanted it again. It was super cheap. Deus Ex Mankind Divided Day 1 Edition. I've beaten this on the Xbox One. It's an awesome game. I love the Deus Ex series. The only one I haven't played is the first Conspiracy, or whatever it's called. I played Invisible War on the Xbox. And then I played this on the One and Human Revolution. I think I played on the PS3, and I have it on for the 360 downloaded on the Xbox One. But cool. Futuristic game with Augs. They call them Augs, augmented people, and the pure like humans and the Augs are like at odds in this one before it happened in Human Revolution. But it's really cool. You get cool gadgets. You can upgrade yourself all types of different ways and do different things. You can kind of stealth missions. You can, some you have to stealth. Others you can kind of use brute force if you like. And like I said, the game world looks nice. It has that like futuristic look that I like. I actually did real well at the end of this game too. At the end level, everything that worked out well. I ended up with a good ending because there are multiple endings in these games. Some are terrible, some are like average. Other ones are like the good ones you want. I check these out if you're into them. None of them are expensive, including the ones going back to like PS2, PC, and original Xbox. The Callisto Protocol. I talked a little bit about this the other day. It's made by a bunch of people who did Dead Space, so it's very Dead Space, and I kind of wanted a Dead Space fix because I do not have the newest system, so I can't get the remake. It's alright so far. Like I said, it's pretty decent. I want to play more of it, though. Now, here's one I got for my fiance for Easter. She has not played it yet, but it's called Another Sight. Let's see what it says here. A teenager who's lost her sight and a mysterious cat team up in a surreal fantasy adventure into the unexpected, weaving a tale that brings together some of the world's greatest minds: Monet, is that how you say it? Tesla, Edison, and other historical icons, cultural icons. Look kind of cool. Would be something she'd probably be into. I opened it because, once again, I remember mentioning this once, and like a few of you commented and said, yeah, that was a thing. Like, I got some of the PlayStation games, like the discs pop out of their holder in there. And I got this one. I'm like, that one's not in there. There's a few other ones that are sealed that I feel like popped out. Last Guardian. I got this from GameStop, and I had to get it because it's the only copy they had in there, and it was cheap. It's like $12.99 or something. But the artwork is just destroyed, as you can tell here. Looks like a puzzle, but this is the same people who made Shadow of the Colossus and Ico. I've played some of this. It's really cool. I forget what the name of the thing is. But you play this little kid, and you free this thing. And now you're buddies with him, and he does stuff, and you do stuff. It's pretty cool. And once again, another game that, like, at first you don't realize how good the game looks, and then you start playing it. It just has a nice art style. It looks really nice. I need to go back to this one. Did I do a review on this? Uncharted 4 Thief's End? It's an Uncharted game. It was excellent. Looked amazing. Enemies with bullet sponges as always. I think they tied up the story fairly well in this. I was kind of... I don't know, spoilers here, but if you play this game, like, Drake goes on, like, he's kind of retired with Elena. He's doing, like, salvage stuff, or whatever. And then his brother reappears, and you get a lot of backstory past and stuff. But, like, he kind of lies to Elena and stuff. And I was hoping they would actually move more towards that, like her being pissed, because that was kind of intriguing and interesting. But they kind of make up fairly fast. There's no, like, real true tension there, but... And, you know what I liked about this game, spoilers again, like, at the end of this, it's like they live on the beach, but they have a daughter now. Everybody survived, you know, and stuff. It's kind of refreshing sometimes. A little change of pace from Naughty Dog compared to, like, The Last of Us. It's super depressing. Although I would say Drake probably has killed more people than Joel and Ellie. He killed, like, friggin' 500,000 people a game in this. He should be telling his daughter that at the end. Be like, listen, I am a mass murderer of legendary proportions. I think it's the second one where the guy, like, it's like, how many people have you killed just today, Drake? Like, he calls him out on it. They never explored that either. But it's awesome. It has those action set piece, movie set pieces, and these are great games. When you go to new areas and you're just, like, looking and you're like, oh my God, you know, it's just amazing. This game's a bit disappointing. I got it because I love the Joan Mac on the Super Nintendo, but this is the new Joan Mac. This has some bonus things in it. Japanese trading card, 3D keychain, 2 sticker sheets. It looks nice, but it just plays real sluggish. And I don't know if the original played like that, and I just didn't realize it back then, but I don't know about this one. I don't know if I'll go back to it. Tales of Zestiria, this is one I got not too long ago with the next game. Wait. Yeah. Another one in the Tales series that I'd like to play because these are kind of fun RPG type games, and then they're just fun to play and they look nice. This is one that's definitely not in the case, as you can hear. Persona 5 Strikers, I got this because it was $10 on Best Buy, and I've been looking to get this for a while. I've played some of Persona 5 itself, and I know this is completely different. It's like a sequel to that, but the gameplay is different. I will eventually play some of it. Sackboy: A Big Adventure. Me and my fiance played this. It's a fun game. It's really fun. A lot of cool levels. Some annoying stuff. We did a lot of this shit too, man. We went back and got a lot of the extras. I don't think we did 100% of everything, but like I said, it looks really nice and it's fun. You can get different outfits for your sack boy or sack girl. And the platforming's pretty solid. It's a pretty forgiving game, but we both liked it. This is another one I'd like to go to. Kena Bridge of Spirits, the deluxe edition. I did play some of it, and it looked really nice. And it was this game to me felt, even from the limited amount of time I played it, it had that it was like a throwback to the PS2, Xbox, GameCube era of games, and I could appreciate that because a lot of unique games came out during that era. I mean, that's arguably, it's not my personal favorite era, but you can argue that's like the best gaming era there was. I mean, just from the PS2 alone, that system was a goddamn beast. The amount of units sold and games it had on it. Lost Judgment. I've not played it yet. It looked cool. I know, I guess this is a sequel to another one just called Judgment, but I think someone was telling me that you should play Judgment first, so maybe I'll pick that one up too. I did open it, though, because once again, I could hear the disc rattling around there. It was annoying me. Stranger of Paradise, Final Fantasy Origin. This is like a remake of the original Final Fantasy, right? Back on the NES days, which is a phenomenal game, but this one is now in the same battle system as like Final Fantasy VII Remake or Final Fantasy 15. Even Final Fantasy 12, I think, was the first one that kind of introduced it. I played some of it, and the combat was kind of fun, but I just didn't go back to it. Another one I eventually need to play, Horizon Zero Dawn. Everybody says good things about this game, and it looked cool, so it's one I might have to give a go. What is this, like, PS4 remote play? Like, can you play the games using your Vita? You can't play them on the Vita, I would assume. It can't handle it, but, like, do you use it as a controller? Like, how does that work? If anybody's done that, let me know. Final Four here. Death Stranding. I picked this up because I think at the time it was on sale for like $10. It was like the Black Friday or whatever deal it was. But it's a Hideo Kojima game, so expect weird stuff and stuff that just goes random all over the place. I've talked about this in the past. I love the Metal Gears, but they're over the top ridiculous at points. It's like sometimes they're just so far up their own ass, those games. I don't know if this is the same. I've heard some people say it's cool, slow going. I've heard other people just say it's just like, ugh. I will have to try it for myself, though. I probably won't hate it. I don't hate many games, but it's got what's his name here. I probably forgot his name last time. Daryl on The Walking Dead. Does it say his name? Looks like one of the... Is that Mads Mikkelsen who's in this, too? Why do I always forget that dude's name from Walking Dead? This is one I picked up yesterday. These next two. No, not yes, Thursday. They got them from GameStop. I wanted the one I'm going to show next, but this was there too. The Order 1886. I just installed this morning. Because this video is going up later in the day, not the normal time, but probably like 6 o'clock. I wanted to play this. This is an early on game. I know it kind of got middling reviews, but it looked cool. I guess you're fighting vampires and werewolves. It's supposed to be short, which sucks, but for $10, I can accept that. I don't know if you use all 4 of these characters or they're just part of your group. But it looked kind of cool, so I'm going to give that one a go later, probably. This is the one I wanted, King's Bounty 2. I don't know how it is. I didn't even watch gameplay on it. You can't even find reviews for this game, really, that many reviews. I got it because I loved playing the original King's Bounty. I played it on the Genesis. It was such a cool game. I don't know why they decided to make a second one like 100 years later, but it looks like it's kind of in the vein of that. Where it's kind of like a strategy game where you have units that go after each other and stuff like that. But at $8, that's why I wanted it, because it was $8. It's kind of blurry, but that's why I wanted it. And the last game is the other one I picked up with Callisto Protocol. I didn't get them from the same place, but I did the pickup video on them. The Uncharted the Nathan Drake collection. I've been playing the first one. That's like the reason I wanted it, because I love the first game. Even though it's not the best game in the series, this is another Dead Rising for me. Like, the first Dead Rising is my personal favorite, but I know the third Dead Rising is the best game in the series, right? Gameplay and everything else. But the first one's my personal favorite. Same thing here with the Uncharted. The first one's my personal favorite. I just love it. And when I first played it, I was like, this looks amazing, you know. I love those kind of Indiana Jones type games, Tomb Raider type games. You're going through the jungle, you're finding treasures, you're doing stuff. Oh no, we're looking for this. Oh, we got to go here now, because you always have to go somewhere else because the treasure's not going to be where it's supposed to, right? And Nathan Drake's a great character. Sully is too. Elaine is here as well. You know, it's a cool game, and it still looks good. I mean, this is just a remaster, so you're just getting like what up-res, right? But I was the part of the submarine with the German U-boat, and I'm just like, it still looks good. Like, I can remember 07 being like, oh my god, this looks awesome, you know. And obviously, there's 2 and 3 in there. I'd like to play through 3 again, because I only played through 3 once. I've played through this one, the first one, a bunch, and I've played through the second one like 4 or 5 times. The second one's awesome as well. This one had the jet ski mission where you're using the grenade launcher, which was kind of their action set piece. But the second one and the third, and Beyond, had the third one's the one with the plane. They did it in the movie as well. where you're climbing out of the plane, fly out of the plane, the cargo, you climb and stuff. The second has the part with the train, which is intense. And then the fourth one had the part where you're like hanging from the thing. I think there's like a helicopter and you're like shooting at other trucks going by. The first one didn't really have that big set piece, but the first one was still great. They're all great. It's a great series. But anyway, that's my updated PS4 collection. I don't know if I'm going to be getting any more games to this system anytime soon. At least not. I'll probably end up getting the new system before I pick up any more games. I'm going to try to play some more of these. But thanks for checking this out, and have a good day.